morning and welcome to the morning after. Today we're looking at the FA Cup game between Liverpool and Manchester United, where Manchester United won 3-2. So in terms of the game, I felt like Man United, the lineup was more balanced this time. I think, especially in an attacking sense, it was more balanced. And also, I was impressed by how Greenwood was able to push Robertson back and put him under pressure every time he had the ball. I still feel like defensively, Lindelof is not the best partner for Maguire in terms of the team that's already there. I feel like Bailly does a better job, he's more decisive, and he gets things done. You could even see with the first goal, Lindelof went to sleep as he always does, and hence Liverpool scored their first goal just because all it takes is a simple through ball and that defense is gone. The other thing I don't understand is how he was playing on the left and Maguire was on the right at that time. I'm still trying to figure it out, but even when I checked, like there's on the build-up, there was no real reason for them to have swapped unless it was something that they were told to do, but it just seems weird to me. But in terms of Liverpool, I don't know. It's like I think Liverpool, maybe the players are tired because they've had like the same squad for the last 3 years and they've not refreshed the squad. And even Jurgen Klopp in the press conference before the match was saying that he doesn't sign the players, somebody else does. So it's one of those things where he's probably like saying, crying out for players and more players, and he hasn't got any help from the board. The other thing which I found interesting is that besides that as well, him saying that, which kind of tells you that he's really not in control, is that, listen, if I was Liverpool and I know that Van Dijk is injured, Matip was injured, the first thing I would have done on the 1st of January, I would have been the first club to sign a defender or two even. But I know people say that in terms of the January transfer window, it's very difficult to get the quality of players you're looking for. But in this case, it's an emergency. They need to find somebody. They need to find a defender that will cover for Van Dijk, because and at the same time, they don't trust their boys. They don't trust Williams. I think those boys, if they had continued playing them from like how they'd done before at the beginning when Van Dijk was injured, they probably would have been more game ready and more prepared, not to just thrust them into a Man United Liverpool game and think that they'll do well. But I think like maybe they must just have faith in the youngsters that they have in the club. Maybe that's what will work. But otherwise, I liked how Cavani was pushing the Liverpool defenders. I liked his movement. That was nice to see. Liverpool, like really, to be honest, they played better this time. Thiago was getting his passes going. The last game, the final pass was just not working. But yesterday he seemed to have like to be in some sort of groove. Liverpool seemed to play better, but I still feel like there's something lacking at Liverpool. There's something that's not right. I don't know if it's because of lack of recruitment, but I think maybe the club just needs some refreshing, because you've had players, the same players for the last 3 seasons. You've won the Champions League, you've won the Premier League with the same squad without really changing much. And I think at the same time as well, putting Fabinho as a centre back kind of removes the balance from the team, because Liverpool works better when Fabinho is in the middle, because he makes runs forward and he gets the ball from people. So I think that's the other thing that's lacking, is that there's I don't know what it is, but there's something missing at Liverpool. I don't know if the players are tired. I don't know if Klopp maybe does not have the buy-in of some of the players, but I really think that he could have like there's so much more that Liverpool could have done. But there's something missing, because we can't say the players, because we know how talented they are. So maybe the players are just tired. Maybe the players are just tired because they play week in, week out. Even as long as they're not injured, they are playing. It's Mane, it's Salah. They play like every game for the last 3 years. So maybe they're tired. But Mane didn't really, only came on as a substitute yesterday, trying to push the game. And Salah, well, yesterday he was a bit better. You could see that he's getting there, but his finishing still needs a bit of work. But that first goal, though, he really did really well, and I was impressed by that. The other thing I must say is, the way that Man United is playing and the way that they're scoring goals and they're creating chances. And this game was better because the last game there was really not much to talk about. But in this game, at least there were chances on both ends. They were very good thinking. But the players were in good positions. Greenwood played well. Cavani was stretching the game, was pulling people left, right, and center. And obviously, Man United's biggest threat is on the counter attack, and I think they did really well. The other thing for me was obviously when the chips were seeming down and Man United seemed to be letting Liverpool back in the game. They brought on Bruno Fernandes, and he does what he does. He always pulls Man United out of the gutter every time that the game seems to be going down. And when he brings something special, I don't know what it is, but he somehow always has something special for Man United. He always pulls them out of trouble, because at the time that he came on, it seemed like Liverpool were dominating the game and they seemed like the most likely to score the next goal. So I think Bruno Fernandes obviously again is the difference. I think he's been the best signing that Man United have had in many years. Most of the other players most of the players that they've signed before always seem to fade out or show some promise and not deliver. So I was really impressed by how he came on, and he did change the game and won the game for Man United. I still believe though that either way Man United probably would have won that game, because Liverpool, I don't know, there's some cutting edge missing. There's something that they're lacking. But anyway, it was a great game. I think for anyone who's watching, whether it's a neutral or a supporter, you probably enjoyed the game because there was action, there was drama, and there were goals. Like, because the league game was terrible because there were no goals. Everybody was afraid of losing, and it was just like, oh, let's not lose first, and then we'll get them on the counter, or somehow we'll score. But to be honest, this game there was really a lot of positivity. There was a lot of positive play, and I think now I'm looking forward to the next game where Liverpool go to Manchester United for their away game. That's it for today. Please subscribe to our channel. Please like our videos and share it to as many people as you know.